Welcome to this week's Jackson County Board of Commissioners meeting. This meeting is held in the Jackson County Courthouse Auditorium at 10 South Oakdale in Medford. This meeting is held every Wednesday morning at 9:30, as long as a quorum of 2 commissioners is available to conduct the business of Jackson County. Your Jackson County Commissioners broadcast this meeting over Rogue Valley Television, and it's available for streaming and review at jacksoncountyor.gov. Under the Government tab, under Recorded Meetings, click on RVTV Live Streaming. The types of business that occur at this meeting include public hearings, official voting on actions by the Board of Commissioners, presentations by departments of the county, and recognition of service that makes our county great. Agendas of the meetings are posted on the Commissioners' Bulletin Board and released on the county's website and through local media in the time required for public notice. Many of the conclusions on the business presented to the Board of Commissioners have been discussed in detail and prepared by the administrative office and staff prior to consideration at this meeting and the official vote. These prior discussions also have been properly noticed and the work done in a transparent manner. We encourage you to come and experience the process by attending any of these meetings or watch online at jacksoncountyor.gov. And now, your Jackson County Commissioners, Randy Sparacino, Rick Dyer, and Colleen Roberts, working for you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a little after 9:30, so we'll call the Board of Commissioners regular meeting for May 6th, 2026 to order. We're here in the Courthouse Auditorium and on audio-video conference. Start today's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, as normal, it looks like our regular meeting was the toughest ticket to get in town, so appreciate you coming. We have several special presentations. We're going to start with the Employee of the Month, which is David Ruiz from the Community Justice Department. So come on up, please.
That'll wake everybody up.
There you go. Okay, I made the mistake here of bringing the letters with the small font, not the giant balloon font that I can actually see, so I'm going to try to get through this. Oops, I'll get to the right one here. We've got a giant one. Okay. For the Employee of the Month for May 2026, we have David Ruiz of the Community Justice Department, presented this May 6, 2026. David Ruiz began his career with Jackson County in November 2024 and has consistently demonstrated exceptional dedication in his role as a Transition Center Coordinator. David approaches his responsibilities with thoroughness and reliability, ensuring that every task is completed with care and accuracy. He is consistently on time, dependable, and brings a positive energy that uplifts those around him. His happy-go-lucky demeanor creates a welcoming and supportive environment for both staff, adults, and adults on supervision. They say that about me, too. No, they don't, actually, I don't think. Contribute to a strong team culture within the Transition Center. David is the kind of employee who leads by example. He motivates his fellow staff members, works effectively with individuals at the Transition Center, and is always willing to step in wherever needed. Whether volunteering for extra projects, taking on additional responsibilities, or offering solutions to challenges, David continually demonstrates his initiative and genuine commitment to the mission of the Transition Center. He exemplifies the department's core values of integrity, trust, consistency, respect, and teamwork. David, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on being selected as the May Employee of the Month, and thank you for your outstanding dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Congratulations, David. Well deserved. It's my honor to provide you with this Employee of the Month certificate. You can hang it on your wall, sit it on your desk, display it in your car, do whatever you want with it. But congratulations, David.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to say, David, you are an incredible employee, and everyone loves to work with you. We know that at any point, if something needs done, you're the one that people are like, he'll take care of it for us. You're dedicated, you're dependable, and you really do exemplify what we look for at Jackson County Community Justice, and more importantly, the service for Jackson County. So thank you for everything that you do.
5-minute limit, got it. This must be what it feels like to win a Grammy. This is very interesting. I apologize if I'm a little nervous, but this is all obviously new to me. I'm not used to suits this nice and tailored next to me. But I'll make it quick here. The first thing I want to say, let me pull out my quick little sticky note here. Speech. No, I got it. I first started working here in 2021. I only gave them about a month, and then I left. So from there, it actually started a big process of me figuring out what I like to do and how I like to work. So thank you first and foremost to Community Justice for hiring me again. It was very, very cool, very nice, and I'm glad that I've been able to be productive at least a little bit with you guys again. So I hope you didn't regret the second go around here. And one thing that's just interesting to me is trying to find out why people do what they do. You know, my why is based in faith. So I'm going to read something for you guys. It's out of this book called the Bible. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but it's changed my life completely. And this is what my motivation, what my why is. It's Colossians 3:23 says, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord and not for men, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward." And it says, "It is the Lord Christ you are serving." So that's my motivation. That's why I do what I do and always try to give it my best. So it's all the glory for him. He's the one who's changed me completely. So thank you.
Congratulations again. Thank you. Good to see you. Thank you. Okay. We have a couple of years of service awards. Something happened in May of 2001. We had some kind of great hiring HR push or something, because we got a couple of them from that day tonight or today. First one we have, and I'm going to put my glasses on. I don't know if I'm trying to see this one. Okay. Years of service presented this day, May 2026, from Mark Genchis from the Roads and Parks Department. And again, presented May 6, 2026. Come on up. Yeah. Right in the middle. Okay. Again, Years of Service Award for Mark Genchis. Genchis, am I doing that right? Gensus, okay. They gave me a phonetic spelling, but I don't work well with those. All right, well, I'll probably mispronounce it a couple more times, but I'm sorry.
Just say Mark.
Mark, I can say that one. All right, so Mark began his career with Jackson County on May 25th, 2001, as an Equipment Services Worker 2 in the Fleet Division of the Roads and Parks Department. Serving in this position for over 2 decades, Mark has been steady, reliable force keeping the motor pool operations moving. He has worked on thousands of county vehicles that team members rely on every day to safely and effectively perform their duties. Mark is known across Jackson County for his deep commitment to quality, his pride in his workmanship, and his unwavering dedication to service. His care for the fleet and for the people who depend on it is evident in everything he does. Mark is a lifelong learner, always seeking to understand new technologies to adapt to new vehicle requirements. When a new vehicle is received, he is frequently the first to be digging through the vehicle manual to ensure required maintenance schedules are documented and parts are on hand. He's always willing to grow and adapt as the automotive maintenance industry continues to change and becomes more challenging and complex. His commitment to learning has led Mark to being a highly skilled technician. Conversations with Mark quickly reveal the depth of his knowledge, not only about the complex tasks he performs, but about the wide range of vehicles. Whether it's changing brakes or tires on a sheriff's patrol vehicle or completing preventive maintenance on a less demanding unit, Mark approaches every task with meticulous attention to detail. Commitment to safety, strong work ethic, and a willingness to go the extra mile don't go unnoticed. According to his supervisor, Mark is someone who can always be counted on to get the job done right. Boy, this is where I go. Thank you. Mark, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on 25 years of continuous service to Jackson County. You've been a devoted and hardworking employee who consistently offers us your best. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Jackson County.
Well, Mark, it's,
By the way.
yes, thank you. Mark, it's my privilege to present you with the certificate for your years of service. For 25 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Jackson County, your anniversary date from May 25th, 2001. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the residents of Jackson County, hereby express appreciation for the faithful and efficient service rendered to the people of this county. Thank you, Mark.
Mark, I just want to say thank you on behalf of the Roads and Parks Department. We have a good group of folks in our fleet division, and you are just a great example of what fleet does for us and for the county and motor pool. Everybody in this room probably at some point within the week is driving a county vehicle or coming close to it, and they depend on the work that you and your teammates do, and a lot of that stuff goes on behind the scenes and people just don't know it. You keep the county safe and you keep county business progressing. So I appreciate your dedication to what you do. I appreciate your dedication to safety. I appreciate your dedication just to making sure that the job is done right. You're a great representative of our department in the county. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I just want to tie into what Steve said. I appreciate everything you do. I know we uprooted you from 808 West Main and brought you out with us. I appreciate that transition. I know it wasn't a favorite decision of yours, but I appreciate that. I kind of ran some numbers, and it's roughly about 12,000 services that you've done in your career at Jackson County. That's pretty significant. That's a lot of time spent under the hood of making sure people are safe in Jackson County. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it.
I still have.
Need the final word or words.
Where to start?
About 2001.
Before that, doesn't matter.
I have done a lot, on your guys' cars. And I take a lot of pride. Comes to me easy. I'm just thankful that I had longevity in my job and good management that support me, sit behind me. And I don't have much to say. I'm just thankful for all of you, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Congratulations. And we have one more years of service, and that is Young Suk Kim from the Development Services Department. How are you? Congratulations. Okay, we have again another years of service department from May of 2001, presented this day, May 2026, to Young Suk Kim, Development Services Department. Before joining Jackson County, Young Suk built a strong academic and professional foundation. She holds a Bachelor of Science in Geography from Kyung-hee University and a Master of Science in Cartography from Brigham Young University. That one's much easier to say. Early in her career, she also served as an English teacher in Korea, reflecting on her commitment to communication, education, and cross-cultural understanding. Young Suk began her career with Jackson County in May of 2001 as a cadastral cartographer. That's not easy to say. In the assessor's office, a role that required precise documentation and analysis of land boundaries, ownership, and parcel information. Her strong understanding of the county's assessment processes proved information. I think I completely messed that one up, but her strong understanding of the county's assessment process proved invaluable when she joined the Development Service Department in April 2006. As a planner, I'm sorry, this is not all my fault. This thing is written a little. No, I'm sorry, Planner 1, where she demonstrated solid project review skills and informed decision making. Later in 2006, Young-Suk transitioned in the planning division, where she continued to make a meaningful impact through her exceptional work in processing land use applications and maintaining clear, thoughtful communication with both staff and the public. She is known for her meticulous analysis, professionalism, and responsiveness. Qualities continually reflected in the many positive customer reviews she receives. Her dedication and expertise resulted in her assuming the Planner 2 role in October 2017, and she remains an invaluable part of the Development Services Department. Her career has been defined by consistent excellence, reliability, and a deep commitment to serving the community. Young-Suk, on behalf of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners, congratulations on 25 years of continuous service to Jackson County. You've been a devoted and hardworking employee who consistently offers us your best. Thank you for your dedication to the citizens of Jackson County. I feel like I should have a take two on that.
Mine's a lot easier to read than Commissioner Dyer's was. So it's also going to sound very familiar to the last one that I just read. So Young-Suk, for 25 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Jackson County, your anniversary date, May 21 of 2001. You got 4 days on mark, so you're a senior here. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners, on behalf of the residents of Jackson County, hereby express appreciation for the faithful and efficient services rendered to the people of Jackson County. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I'd just like to say that Young-Suk is very dedicated, and I'll tell you a little story just to show her dedication. She went and got herself the inspector and plan reviewer certification in the building division. That's not required for her position. She did it on her own dime, her own time, passed the test, and when I asked why, it was because she wanted to better understand the other divisions within the department, and she thought that would make her better for her job. So that's the dedication that we've had for 25 years. And just on a personal note, I know that she is a cello player and is in a quartet. I hear she has an absolutely beautiful voice. I know she relayed to one of her code workers that she got invited to a handbell concert once. Showed up and found out that she was the solo act. So it's kind of a little nerve-wracking there. But thank you, Young-Suk. You are definitely, you're appreciated and valued.
I didn't know it was actually a 5-minute limit.
No.
Planned for a lot longer, but try to squeeze in 5 minutes.
Let me hold this for you.
Thank you.
You can sing better with that.
Well, thank you so much. It means a lot to stand here today and reflect 25 years with the Jackson County Planning Division. When I started working at the assessor's office, and somebody said about, like, I worked here for a decade, and it just seems like it was forever. And then a quarter of a century later, I'm here. A lot of things changed, and I would like to say that planning is never something done by one person. It's built on teamwork, and every map reviewed, and every application processed, every hearing prepared for, every community conversation, all of it happens because of the group of community people show up every day to do the work together. I have been incredibly fortunate to work with the colleagues who bring not only the professionalism but also heart and patience and humor. One of the things that I appreciate most about planning is that it is ultimately about community. Some may think that planning is a government takeover, but it's about helping people, residents, landowners, neighbors, businesses, navigate a complex world so they can build their lives here in Jackson County. In 2001, a median housing price in Jackson County was $132,000. And now I think it's a little over $400,000. Over 25 years, I've seen our community grow, change, and I'm proud to know that our team has helped guide the growth thoughtfully, whether we're preserving farm and forest land, supporting housing, and listening to neighbors express what matters most to them. We're participating in shaping the future of Jackson County. Over the years, our team has tackled all kinds of challenges, tricky projects, mysterious applications, passionate community members, and eternal questions of whether anyone actually read the decision all the way through. But thankfully, we never had to face the adventure alone. Planning is a team sport. Instead of passing a baton, and we pass staff reports, review comments, and occasional, can you look at this really quick? That is never actually quick. Somehow we always get it done, usually before the clock runs out and the attorneys start circling. What kept me here all these years is the people. You are smart, patient, dedicated, and you understand the universal truth that nothing bonds coworkers quite like customers walking at 4 o'clock at closing time, answering same questions for the 10th time, and processing 90 ag exemptions, receiving hearing requests at the last day. Of course, we can't forget payday jokes. I love my family, and I am grateful for their support. I'm grateful to work with such smart, dedicated, good-humored colleagues. You make even busiest day manageable and sometimes even fun. Here's to 25 years of teamwork, community, and keeping the county running smoothly, or at least legally. Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you spared the meddling, irritating commissioners in that. The lawyers got it, but they're an easy target. I'm going to give you those. Oh, I already get.
Yeah.
I thought you might have a rebuttal there or something. Congratulations again, and thank you. I'm sorry, everyone's required to stay for the rest.
Oh my God.
I know. You know that's coming. Sad. Okay. Oh, we have some people left. Good. Thank you. Okay. We will move on then into our request for and discussion of non-agenda items. We do have a 5-minute limit. Pursuant to the codified ordinances of Jackson County, Section 213.06, members of the public may address any item not on the agenda. However, pursuant to ORS 192.640, the Board of Commissioners is prohibited from discussing a principal subject that is not on the agenda. Therefore, the Board of Commissioners will listen to your concerns and may consider the matter you raised by asking staff to follow up on any questions or by placing the matter on the agenda for discussion at a future meeting. Have no one signed up? Anyone in the courthouse auditorium here wishing to speak today? No? Anybody online with their Zoom hand raised?
Mr. Chair, I do not have anyone on Zoom with their hand raised to speak.
All right, well, I think we'll get to why. We still have some people left here, and we will move into the consent calendar. which today consists of minutes of meetings of the Board of Commissioners regular meeting of April 15th, 2026. And we also have an order proclaiming May 7th, 2026 as National Day of Prayer. That's order number 107-26. We have an order proclaiming May 10th through 16th, 2026 as Police Week in Jackson County, Oregon, and that's order number 108-26. And an order proclaiming May 11th through 17th, 2026 as National Salvation Army Week, and that is order number 109-26.
Move approval of the consent calendar as read.
And I will second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. And now we're going to read these proclamations, as we like to make sure the public knows exactly what they're about. So the first one, which is before the Board of County Commissioners, State of Oregon, County of Jackson, in the matter of proclaiming May 7th as National Day of Prayer. Whereas the 75th observance of the National Day of Prayer will be held on May 7th, 2026, with the theme Glorify God Among the Nations, Seeking Him in All Generations, based on 1 Chronicles 16:24. And whereas National Day of Prayer has been a part of our national heritage since it was declared by the First Continental Congress in 1775, and the United States Congress in 1952 approved as a joint resolution that the President shall set aside and proclaim a suitable day each year, other than a Sunday, as National Day of Prayer, on which the people of the United States may turn to God in prayer and meditation in churches, in groups, and as individuals. And whereas the United States Congress in 1988, by Public Law 100-307, as amended, establishes an act to provide for setting aside the first Thursday in May as the date on which the National Day of Prayer is celebrated. And whereas leaders and citizens of our communities, cities, states, and nation are afforded the privilege of prayer with the joy of seeking divine guidance, strength, protection, and comfort from Almighty God. And whereas recognizing the love of God, we, the citizens of Jackson County, treasure the freedom to gather in prayer, exercising reliance on God's power in the face of present challenges and threats, and asking for his blessing on every individual of our county. Now, therefore, the Board of Commissioners of Jackson County hereby proclaims May 7th, 2026 as National Day of Prayer throughout Jackson County and commend this observance to all of our citizens. All right, we'll move on to our next proclamation, and that is a matter of proclaiming May 10th through 16th, 2026 as Police Week in Jackson County. Whereas there are more than 900,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of all law enforcement agencies in Jackson County. And whereas over 66,000 assaults against law enforcement officers are reported each year, resulting in over 22,000 injuries. And whereas since the first recorded death in 1786, nearly 24,000 law enforcement officers in the United States have made the ultimate sacrifice and have been killed in the line of duty, including members of law enforcement in Jackson County. And whereas the names of these dedicated public servants are engraved on the walls of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial in Washington, D.C., and whereas 111 new names of fallen heroes are being added to the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial this spring, honoring those officers killed in 2025. And whereas the service and sacrifice of all officers killed in the line of duty will be honored during the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund's 38th Annual Candlelight Vigil on the evening of May 13th, 2026. And whereas the Candlelight Vigil is a part of the National Police Week, which takes place this year on May 10th through May 16th, and whereas May 15th is designated as Peace Officers Memorial Day in honor of all fallen officers and their families, and U.S. flags should be flown at half-staff. Now, therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of Jackson County hereby proclaims May 10th through 16th, 2026 as Police Week in Jackson County, Oregon, and publicly salutes the service of law enforcement officers in our community and in communities across the nation. All right, and then our last proclamation today is in the matter of proclaiming May 11th through 17th, 2026 as National Salvation Army Week. whereas the Salvation Army has been serving the citizens of Jackson County for 128 years physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and whereas the Salvation Army is present wherever the needs are great, especially during times of crisis where vulnerable citizens are more at risk of becoming homeless, food insecure, addicted, or spiritually tired. And whereas the Salvation Army invites the citizens of Jackson County to love beyond and to help the organization continue to provide life-changing aid to those who need it most. And whereas it is fitting and proper during National Salvation Army Week to recognize the tremendous impact of philanthropy, volunteerism, and community service provided in Jackson County. And whereas the National Salvation Army Week is an opportunity to encourage citizens to serve their neighbors in need alongside the Salvation Army with their resources and time. Now, therefore, the Board of County Commissioners of Jackson County hereby proclaims May 11th through 17th, 2026 as National Salvation Army Week throughout Jackson County and encourage the support and participation of all citizens in the programs this organization offers. Great, we had a lot to talk about today. That's always nice. So we'll move on now. No public hearings today, but we'll move into the discussion and deliberation items, which the first item there is an authorizing grant agreement number IMP-27-08 with the State of Oregon by and through its Criminal Justice Commission. This is order number 110-26, and Mr. Benton today.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Jackson County has been awarded a grant through the Improving People's Access to Community-Based Treatment Supports and Services, known as an IMPACTS grant program from the State of Oregon through the Criminal Justice Commission. The IMPACTS grant program will financially support the implementation of case management software to provide improved treatment and tracking between county departments and community partners. Implementation will include the hiring of subcontractors to aid in identifying all software needs, researching and preparing the best software option available, and rolling out the software to all of the participating groups. The term of the grant agreement is upon execution through November 30th, 2027, and the project period is July 1st, 2025 through August 31st, 2027. It is a result of $640,328 in revenue.
Thank you.
Move approval of order number 110-26.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. All right. Next item is an order authorizing the chair of the Jackson County Board of Commissioners to execute a public utility easement with Jordan Kramer and Lori E. Kramer. And this is order number 111-26. Mr. Benton again.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Jackson County Planning Commission file number 439-2501812-ZON approved an amendment to file number 439-2400007-SIT for a mini warehouse facility located at 24 Erman Way in the unincorporated Jackson County, but within the UGB urban growth boundary for the city of Medford. Under the UGB management agreement, the city requires the applicant to dedicate a 10-foot wide public utility easement along the property's frontage. The public utility easement is identified in Exhibit 4 of the board order and will allow the extension of utility facilities along the property frontage and support the development of a future continuous utility corridor. The term of the easement is upon execution and is permanent.
Thank you.
Move approval of order number 111-26.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes, thank you. Next item on our agenda is an order authorizing Jackson County agreement for consulting services with Kemper Sports Management, LLC, and this is order number 112-26. Mr. Benton, one more time? Or
This isn't going to be just one more time.
No, you're right. It'll be a few more.
So this is pretty exciting. So Kemper Sports Management is a sports management company, and they will develop the financial, staffing, and operational framework that the county will need for the pre-opening initial operations of the multi-use pandemic response center, which will include recruitment, training, and revenue strategy development. The term of the agreement is upon execution through 8 months, and it is an expo expense of $124,000.
Thank you very much. Any questions there?
No. Move approval of order number 112-26.
Second, and I will say this is exciting. We are really looking forward to what this facility will be able to do, the services, the recreational opportunities that it'll be able to offer to our residents, especially youth sports is one that I'm most excited about, and I hope Kemper Sports looking for their report on how we can maximize that facility.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. All right, next item is an order authorizing the donation of county property to the Oregon Center of Creative Learning, and this is order number 113-26. Mr. Benton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Jackson County has some snoozling equipment that was previously used in a sensory room in the Health and Human Services building. The county has subsequently ceased operation of the sensory room. The county will donate the snoozling equipment to the Oregon Center for Creative Learning for its use by the public. It is in the best interest of the county and the community to donate the snoozling equipment to the Oregon Center for Creative Learning. Pursuant to Jackson County Administrative Policy 7-03, the donation must be approved by the Board of Commissioners. There is no financial impact, and it's HHS.
Thank you.
Move approval of order number 113-26.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. All right, next item is an order authorizing an owner's acceptance of bidder's proposal for contract number 01.26SC with Western Emulsions Incorporated, and this is order number 114-26. And again, Mr. Benton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We're getting into road season, and so an invitation to bid was published in the January 28th, 2026 edition of the Rogue River Press and the January 30th, 2026 edition of the Daily Journal of Commerce, and posted to the Jackson County website on February 2nd, 2026 to seek a supply of CRS-2P, which is a polymer-modified cationic rapid setting asphalt emulsion used primarily as a bituminous binder for chip seals. Wow. It's known as CHFRS-2P, which is a material utilizing the distinct advantages of both a high float point and polymer modified emulsions chemically designed to increase early chip retention, allowing quicker return of traffic, and QSC quick setting emulsion for fog seals to Jackson County for use on road projects to the end of 2026. We only did receive one bid pursuant to the invitation to bid, and that was from Western Emulsions. They proposed $460,000 for the CRS-2P, $496,000 for the CHFRS-2P, $218,875 for the QSE, and a delivery cost of $40,070. I can say the word delivery. The total contract is for $1,215,575. We reserve the right under this contract to purchase these same emulsified asphalt products from other suppliers at market price when it's the best interest of the county to do so. Generally, the best interest is you try to buy the materials as close to the work site as possible, and so because delivery is a cost, so there may be times when it's more effective and efficient to buy it from other suppliers, but this will guarantee us a supply of the materials we need. They will be used throughout the fiscal year of 2026 to 2027. The expense again is $1,215,575, and it's roads and parks.
You probably didn't need this explanation. You know all this before, didn't you?
I know every word, and you can tell by how I pronounce them.
Well, you've always told me that the CRS is the favorite of the two Ps of yours.
It is.
Okay.
The CRS-1P, not my favorite.
It's overrated. I'm sorry.
Move approval of order number 114-26, and I'm glad I didn't have to read all those tongue twisters.
And I'll second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes, thank you. All right. Last item on our agenda is an order authorizing intergovernmental agreement number PO-25700-000592234 between the state of Oregon by and through its state police department and Jackson County. And this is order number 115-26. And truly, one more time, Mr. Benton.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. IMET, the Illegal Marijuana Enforcement Team, was originally formed in 2019, and this agreement will continue the IMET team. IMET is a multi-jurisdictional team which investigates crime that involve the illegal cultivation, manufacturing, and trafficking of illegal marijuana through cooperative enforcement. The term of the agreement is upon execution and will continue until either party withdraws from the agreement, so this will be continued, the continuation of IMET. There is no financial impact directly to the participation in IMET team, and it's part of the Sheriff's Office operations.
Thank you.
I'm happy to see that the Oregon State Police is being a participating agency in IMET, so I move approval of order number 115-26.
As am I, so I will second.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. And that does conclude our business today, so we're adjourned.
We hope that you've
So do we
enjoyed
get the
this
font
week's
up to, like,
Jackson County
20
Board of
point
Commissioners meeting.
size, like 20, 25?
If you have any questions on any part of the show, please feel free to contact your
I just
Jackson
need
County
I need
Commissioners or
phonetics on how to
staff.
say road
You can find their contact information at jacksoncountyor.gov. To review the content of this or any other meeting, under the Government tab,
I was
under
having a hard
Recorded
time
Meetings.
saying